And then the last recipe, the favorite, la pièce de résistance, is the spiced chocolate cherry chestnut pots. Now these have to be a favorite. This dreamy dessert is rich in protein, so it actually can serve as a little mini meal on its own. It has healthful fats and a chock full of nutrients that are both antioxidants and also anti-inflammatory. So if your mouth is sore, this is also a great option because it's smooth and creamy, so it won't hurt when you're chewing or swallowing. Over to you, Jeremy.
We're going to make a nice little potted treats. These are our spiced chocolate chestnut cherry pots. They sound delicious. They are delicious. I'm going to show you how to make them. Daniela loves it also because of the alliteration we include. So I know that she would be very excited as well. And I'm going to show you how to make it. You can definitely use a blender as well. I find that it comes together a little bit easier with our food processor. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is warm up some milk. So that's what I'm doing here in a side pot. And you can use this. You can just use milk. You can use like a dairy-free beverage, almond milk, soy milk, oat milk, whatever you want. If you're looking to add even more calories, so depending on your needs, if you want to the calories, then you can add some cream. You can add some cream to make it a little bit richer. You can even add eggnog if you want it to be a little more flavorful, a little bit more richer. So you can definitely play with that part, that beverage. But as simple as it could just be milk, cup, warmed up. We do not want it to boil. We don't want to scald it. We just want to bring it up. Okay, so as soon as you start to see a little bit of maybe some small little bubbles, take it off the heat, stir every once in a while because we don't want it to burn in your pot. While that's warming up, we'll get our other ingredients ready. So we're making these are our chocolate pots, so we're going to add obviously some chocolates, about 100 grams of dark chocolate. So we're adding 70% dark chocolate, which is going to give us a nice little bit of flavor and richness. Like these single sleeves are 100 grams. And I'll just break it up just a little bit. Just like this. So we have our chocolate in here. And then next, we're going to add some chestnuts. Now, you can go one of two routes. If you have roasted chestnuts or you're roasting your own, obviously this is the time. They're in season. This is when you're going to start to seed the chestnuts. You can definitely use your own roasted, obviously peeled first. A little tip, we have a few recipe videos on how to roast these with a little bit more success. What I like to do is score them across the middle with a knife, just be careful, and then soak them in boiling water for at least 5 minutes up to like an hour if you can. And what that does is it actually helps to release the skin from the actual chestnut, which sometimes it sticks when you're peeling them. And so then after you roast them, so you soak them in hot water, you drain it, put them on a pan, or if you're going to roast them over fire, awesome. If you're baking them in the oven, put them in a pan, roast them in the oven, 400 degrees, for about 20 minutes until they split like this, and then you can peel them, and hopefully, not everyone will release easily, but I find that it gives you better success at peeling these in one shot. Most of the skin off. This one I broke in half, but anyways, you get the idea. You have your chestnuts, good to go. So if you're roasting yourself, beautiful. If you're not, and it makes it so much easier, you get these little backpacked chestnuts. They have them at most grocery stores, and they're usually like $2. They're already cooked, ready to go. Makes it really, really easy. So that's what we're going to add. Now, before I add that, we have our milk that's ready. So I'm going to pour that in. So what I wanted to do is to start melting the chocolate. So again, just about a cup. Good. And just let it sit for like a minute, because it'll make it a lot easier to blend once that chocolate is melted. And then I can go ahead and actually top it with my chestnuts. So we're adding about half a cup of cooked chestnuts in here. Okay. And then this is where you can add like a little bit more flavor if you like. So you can add some cinnamon, some nutmeg. If you like it like a little chili and chocolate combination, you can definitely put a little bit of chili in there. I'm going to add just a little pinch of cinnamon. So I think it pairs. And also a little pinch of salt. Not too much. That little pinch of salt is actually going to help to elevate the chocolate and some of the other flavors in there. And before I add my next ingredients, we're going to add some frozen cherries to this, which again, I think it takes to another level. You can just leave it just like this, just do the cherries and chocolate, or the chestnuts and chocolate. It'll be tasty. I love the addition of that frozen fruit in there, and it adds a little bit of extra sweetness, but from that like that fruity sweetness. So you have that cherry, that chocolate, that chestnut together, which I think is just delish, especially for a nice little holiday treat. Okay, so we have our chocolate, milk, chestnuts, cinnamon, a little bit of salt. We're going to blend this up. Oh, plug it in. Did by now. We've learned you need electricity. Doesn't take too long. You can look inside. It has almost like this, almost like a chocolate fudge consistency. And then I'm going to add about half a cup of frozen. Again, make it easy for yourself. This is super convenient. Having that frozen fruit already washed, chopped, just as good as fresh. I think it's, especially in the off season, it's better. Keep it in the freezer, lasts a long time. All right, so we have our cherries in it. We'll have a cup, and we're going to blend that through. Beautiful. That's it. And again, the beautiful thing about this dish is you can make it in advance. You can make it the day before, you can make it 2 days before. Morning of, it does need a couple hours to set. You don't want to do it too close to, but you have this nice consistency. And then you just have to find something to pour it into. So I have these little cups here that I'll pour it into. What we're going to do is, you know, you can make it. We'll make it easier. I don't want to do more dishes, but Turn into a vessel that actually has a spout. It's a little bit easier. Pour some in. Pour it into mugs. Pour it into glasses. Little ramekins. You have, make it easy. Take your time. I'm kind of rushing this and making it a little messy, but okay. And then, there we go. Have them in there. You pop these in the fridge. Let them set for about 2 hours, I would say, just to get it nice and firm. Get these little chocolate pots nice and firm, and what you have, little delicious desserts ready to go, ready to serve. These little individual portions, which are fantastic. I put them in a couple little different style ramekins and mason jars that I had, and to finish it off, right? So we can either shave, maybe a little shaved chocolate. One. You have one of those chestnuts. Put a little slice. Chestnut. I like it more with shaved chocolate. So you can see. Chestnut on it with the shaved chocolate. And again, just a few ingredients. Let it set, no baking required, no cooking required. Again, you can do it in advance, which I love. And okay, what? I don't have a spoon. Serve it with a spoon, not a fork. But you have this just incredible sort of fudge, delicious consistency after, and the flavors of that chocolate and that chestnut and the cherry. I am going to have a little bit. It's hard not to. Just has this really nice richness. Oh, so good, so tasty. But again, really simple, really easy to prepare. So that is our last recipe of 2022. And there we go. That does it. Wrapping it up for 2022 with our final class of the year. Thank you again so much for joining us. We will be posting all of these recipes on our website at elixirkitchen.ca. You can also check out the videos if you want to rewatch on our YouTube channel. And just, I guess, end things off, a huge happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year from our team to you. Thank you again for joining us for some of our favorite classes. Yeah.
And also happy Hanukkah to those that celebrate Hanukkah. Also Merry Christmas from me. Happy New Year. Let's hope 2023 is a healthy one, a good one. And we really look forward to joining with you again in the new year. January 19th, mark that on your calendar, is our first Community Connections of the year. And we look forward to seeing you then. Bye.
Bye.